Hello, I'm Blair Inabinet at Youth Middle School. For our 7th grade S7 L4 standard over interdependence of living things, especially the characteristics of the Earth's major biomes, we chose to do a tour of the biomes this year. And my students, we divided 4 biomes per class, 4 classes for 2 biospheres. It was groups of about 4 to 6 students. The expert groups, we called them design teams for the various biomes. And it was by interest based on the biomes and how the groups were arranged. They were responsible for 4 components: a mural, which is the majority of what you see, side effects to enhance the experience of the biome, attachments such as current events, reports, and things of that nature, and then they also had tour guides, which took tour groups throughout the school, or other classes throughout the school. They took them on this tour of the biomes. So as we move, you can see some of the biomes. We tried to arrange it in terms of northern biomes to the equatorial biomes. So moving through the tundra, the taiga, the deciduous forest, savanna, and then we started to move into the equatorial zones. On the other side, the students' work that they had been doing for biome tic-tac-toe, including 3D dioramas and pyramids to enhance their learning, those were also on display to supplement what the tour guides were talking about. They came up with interesting facts. They were entirely responsible for the design and implementation of what they felt was the most important thing. We have a large group of visual learners and then kinesthetic learners this year, so really to target those learning styles, we wanted them to be responsible for creating and implementing the products. So we kept moving, and it was all around, up in the air and down on the ground. So as we moved through the rainforest, then they would enter into the freshwater zone, the estuary area, and then emptied out into the marine. We were also able to use our stairwell, again to show how biomes would change as latitude shifted, and so this was my other 2 classes were responsible for the stairwell. All I really did was give them the assignment sheet, the planning guide, and the research resources, and they put the rest into play. The only materials that we really had to use were construction paper and butcher paper, which we will definitely recycle, and then they were responsible for anything else that they may need. But pretty much everything was provided in class, and very little was done outside of class. I wanted to make sure that students were responsible for their own work. It was assessed based on a group participation rubric, which was 50% of their grade, and the remaining 50% was an actual content rubric that the students helped me develop. Overall, I'd say it was a success. They seem to be experts definitely on one biome and then very strong in all of the biomes. So I was pleased that we did it.
Fantastic. And if anyone needs a copy of this, they can just email Blair Inabinet, or they can email Owen Ogletree, and we can get it to them. It's a fantastic idea.
It was a lot of work, but definitely worth it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.